Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and good morning all of you. This is Ashima and in this video we will be talking about everyday news events and current affairs. And this video is going to be helpful for all aspirants. So no matter which exam you're preparing for, this video is going to help you be updated about all the news events that have happened in the past day. For more, that is for everyday quizzes on current affairs, so that you can also keep a tab on how much you remember. For that we have an everyday free live quiz. It happens every day, hardly 15-minute quiz, and it is going to help you stay updated on all the questions that are possible from the news events. And for that you will have to download Entry app. You can download the app from the link which is provided below, and once you download it you can select the language you want the quiz in, and then you can give this quiz every day completely free of cost, no charge at all. So let's begin the discussion now for the news events of the day. The first is related to New Zealand, which has become the latest country to sign space agreement with NASA with the objective of boosting nascent space industry of New Zealand. So New Zealand is looking for boosting the space agency, and therefore it has signed to Artemis Accords. Now, Artemis Accord, which has been signed by New Zealand recently, it is the 11th signatory. So now there are 11 countries which have signed to this, including New Zealand. And what is Artemis Accord exactly? It's a blueprint of the space cooperation and supporting NASA's plan to return humans to moon by 2024. And second, it supports NASA's plan of launching historic human mission to Mars. Right? These are the two objectives which are fulfilled by Artemis program, and New Zealand has agreed to it. Right? All right. When was this Artemis Accord was signed initially? It was in 2020 when it was brought on 13th of October 2020, and it provides the it's giving a framework for the cooperation on civil exploration, use of Mars, Moon, other astronomical objects, exploring them, looking out for them, and a peaceful use of them. Right. Then we have Microsoft, which has launched first ever Asia Pacific Public Sector Cyber Security Executive Council with the aim of building strong communication channel to address cyber threats and share the best practice among the participating nations. Now, Cybersecurity Council will have policymakers and influencers from across the countries like Indonesia, Korea, Brunei, Singapore, Philippines, Thailand. So all the cybersecurity professionals are the ones who are supporting it, and it is going to accelerate the public-private partnership in cybersecurity and share in the threat intelligence. Now, this council was set up to build a strong coalition to strengthen the cybersecurity defense, and it was launched with the same view, that is, countries which are experiencing higher than average encounter of malware and ransomware attacks to them or protecting them was the reason why this council was established. And to reduce this talent gap in cybersecurity is the reason why Microsoft has brought this up. Then we have Gujarat government, which is all set to grant Center of Excellence status to 7 private universities of the state. The Chief Minister of Gujarat being Vijay Rupani. Chief Minister is Vijay Rupani, and he is going to make their mark globally. So UGC has encouraged higher education institutions to attain excellence in specific academic areas, and then they'll be given Center of Excellence. 7 universities have been selected, and Center of Excellence tag will help bring the quality education, give them an international touch to various arenas they are specializing in. UGC, when we talk about, is a statutory body. It was established under the UGC Act of 1956, and it works in the Ministry of Education, and it is responsibility is to give recognition to universities in India and disburse the funds among universities and colleges. WHO has named COVID-19 variants which were found in India. So one is Kappa, which is B1617.1, and B1617.2 was Delta. So these are the two names which are the COVID-19 variants which are found in India. Lieutenant General Pradeep Chandran Nair, he has taken charge as Director General of Assam Rifles recently. The new Director General of Assam Rifles has been appointed as Pradeep Chandran Nair. Government oil and gas public sector units, they have signed agreement to boost Satat or sustainable alternative towards affordable transportation scheme recently. Asian Boxing Championship was held in Dubai, in which Sanjeet has won gold in men's 91 kg, Amit Fangal in 52 kg, and Shiva Thapa has won in 64 kg silver medal. People Liberation Army or PLA of China has created an integrated or combined air defense system which comprises of Air Force and Army for the Western Theater Command, and this wing is more involved in the operations along the line of actual control or LAC. Now, about 10 PLA Army units in the Western Theater Command have been integrated for strengthening its force over the LAC. Now, according to satellite images of May 2021, China has withdrawn from Pangong Lake and relocated it to Rutong country, where new military barracks are being built since 2019. Then WHO has given approval for global use of COVID-19 vaccine by Sinovac Biotech Limited of China. And as there were a lot of controversies of whether Chinese vaccine is going to get approval, it has got approval, and it is recommended for use for people who are 18 years and above. So above 18 year of age, they can be given the Sinovac vaccine. Two doses will be scheduled. Gap is going to be 2 to 4 weeks between each shot. Other vaccines which have been cleared is for Pfizer and BioNTech SE, Johnson and Johnson, AstraZeneca, and Moderna. These are the vaccines which have been approved by WHO. Then we have United States, which has ended the migration protection protocols, also known as Remain in Mexico policy. Now, this policy was a huge controversy at the time, and since January 2021, 11,000 migrants have enrolled in it and have been allowed to enter USA to seek asylum claims. And Joe Biden administration is the one which has paused this program, which was known as Migrant Protection Protocol, also known as Stay in Mexico policy. Then Canada has recommended mixing and matching of AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines. Now, you must have seen that yesterday we had talked about the fact that India is looking forward to, mix and matching all these vaccines. So, National Advisory Council on Immunization, it has issued a guidelines and advised Canadians to combine either AstraZeneca, Pfizer, or Moderna interchangeably for certain specific conditions and see whether the immunity increases with that or not, like it's beneficial or not. And why these? Because they are prepared with similar mRNA. Because they are prepared with similar mRNA, therefore mix and match can be done for AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Moderna. BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting was recently held on 1st of June, and this was chaired by India because India currently has the presidency. Foreign ministers of other countries like Sergei Lavrov of Russia and Wang Yi of China, Grace Nelly Pandor of South Africa, and Claros Alberto Franco of Brazil. And from India, we have Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, who chaired the meeting. They were present in the meeting, and they've agreed on reforming the multilateral system. UN and principal organs and all of them are going to, such reforms will be brought so that all the key multilateral institutions are covered, including the UN and principal organs, WTO, UNCTAD, WHO, and all along. First human case of H10N3 bird flu was reported in eastern province of Jiangsu in China. Union Cabinet has approved Model Tennessee Act for circulation to all states and union territories for adaptation by enacting fresh legislation or amending existing rental laws as per the requirement. So, in this rebuilding of legal framework on rental housing is going to be there, and the act was passed with the aim of creating vibrant and sustainable rental housing market in India. So, facilitating the unlocking of vacant houses for rental purposes, addressing the housing shortage that India is facing, is how this Model Tennessee Act is going to impact. Union Cabinet has approved the MOC, Memorandum of Cooperation on Sustainable Urban Development, between India and Japan by suspending the existing MOU of 2007 on urban development. So already there was a MOU in 2007, and it has been suspended for a MOC on sustainable urban development between India and Japan. In this, a joint working group is going to be constituted, and once in a year, Japan as well as India alternatively will be meeting the joint working group, and the cooperation is going to continue for 5 years, and auto renewal time has been put to 5 years altogether. The offshore patrol vessel named Sajag was commissioned to Indian Coast Guard by National Security Advisor Ajit Doval recently. Nitin Rakesh and Jerry Wind, they have won International Business Book of the Year Award 2021. And the title of the book was Transformation in Times of Crisis. RBI has cancelled the license of Shivaji Rao Bhosle Sahakari Bank, Pune, as lender bank does not have adequate capital and earning prospects. So now this bank has also been cancelled. Its license has also been cancelled after recently West Bengal Bank's license was Urban Cooperative Bank of West Bengal had also got its license cancelled. That was United Bank. Then Nagaraj Adiga has been elected as Asia and Oceania representative in the International Association of Ultra Runners Executive Council, and his appointment stands from 2021 to 2025. TV Narendran has been appointed as president of CII, or Confederation of Indian Industry, for a duration of 2021 to 22. Currently, he is MD and CEO of Tata Steel. WHO conducted 74th edition of World Health Assembly meeting, and the meeting was from the headquarters of WHO, that is in Geneva, Switzerland. The theme of the meeting was ending this pandemic, preventing the next pandemic, and building healthier, safer, and fairer world. Now, 74th World Health Assembly president was Mrs. Dechen Wangmo. Mrs. Dechen Wangmo was the one who had chaired or was the president of the meeting. She is the health minister of Bhutan. And alongside, they have also agreed that 30th of January should be celebrated as World Neglected Tropical Diseases Day. This was also in this recent meeting which was held. Research Design and Standards Organization, RDSO, has become the first standards body in India to join One Nation, One Standard scheme of central government. And who is implementing the One Nation, One Standard scheme? It is by BIS. So implementation is by BIS, or Bureau of Indian Standards, and from now onwards RDSO will be recognized as Standard Developing Organization, SDO, by BIS for a duration of 3 years, right? And they are going, RDSO and BIS jointly will be setting parameters for quality goods and services for railways. With this, we'll be winding up the segment, and I hope this session has been helpful for all of you. We'll see you in the next video with more news events. Until then, goodbye, take care. Do download Entry app from the link provided below for everyday quiz on current affairs, so that it helps you in boosting your score as well. Stay updated, and for everyday updates, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.